I know it was a long process. It was like 5 years, but like it felt so quick, and I still remember like us at the pool, like it was yesterday. You know, I still remember like looking at like Lionel Sanders videos or World Championships, thinking like, dude, like I don't even know how that's gonna be, you know, like an option. And then all of a sudden, like you're in a situation where like, wait, now like I actually have a chance.
Want like a sleeveless, but
Yeah. Okay.
I think you're gonna be just fine.
Okay. Cool. All right, so it's Wednesday. We leave for Texas tomorrow, Thursday. So we got a lot. I don't think people realize how much goes into a race week. I think people always say like race week, but especially when you're traveling, flying, there's so much that goes into it. So right now, we're just getting everything laid out. We got a bunch of Tums because we all know how Jared's stomach is. So if I'm throwing up, these might be my nutrition for the whole race. I mean, since I got diagnosed with CFS and I've been sick nonstop, like stomach has just completely changed, I think. And everything's been locked up. My man, how we doing?
Doing well, man.
Just trying to get this bike all packed up and all the fun stuff.
Kind of just talk through my expectations in the lead up. Obviously with taper, you kind of know the deal, right? Prioritize sleep, prioritize recovery, and just stress management as much as possible these next couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you start to feel lousy in a session, end it early. Like the big thing is feeling good in the session, right?
I've been really good about eating healthy the past, like, and I always usually eat really healthy, but like really healthy the past like week since the stomach bug. So hopefully the stomach is ready for the day. But I think that's just going to be my biggest challenge. Like, I'm not worried about hurting or fitness or that stuff. I'm more worried about just like the stomach locking up like La Quinta.
I think expectations, if things do go south, right, that, right, you have a plan B and we can kind of go through that. I'd say that's the big other thing for races, like, you know, where you're looking to qualify, man, and you have a good run, is be smart in terms of tactical awareness decisions, right? If you have an opportunity to ride with a group or ride with somebody else, you can ride in their draft at 210, right? Like, that's the same as if you're riding off the front at like 220, 230, right? With the humidity index, I think it's like 60% with the high being 92.
Yeah.
Like this weekend, it's going to be warm.
Yeah.
And the UV there is pretty tough as well. It's got a UV index of 8 out of 11. So, you know, it's definitely...
So Ironman 70.3 Waco, Texas. Why I'm doing it? I feel like it's the best chance that we have at getting my goal, which is qualifying. The A goal, honestly, which would be like the best thing ever, is to qualify for World Championships in Nice in 2026. So I had the best equipment, so like literally putting myself in the best position possible. The only thing that I got to really make sure I take care of is just the stress. Running a business, obviously got Caden, travel, all the different stuff is very taxing on the body. So it's just, now it's time to just go internal with the mind and just trust the training. It's also just the process. Like, I mean, you know, it's just like, it's addicting to see your growth and look at yourself and see the progression, right? Like, if I look back on pictures of me on the bike and videos that we took in the first year, it's embarrassing, right? Like we look like weenies, dude, right?
Gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start, and we started somewhere. I don't know, I ever want to go back to that spot, but we started somewhere. And I ultimately believe that, like, you really do need to be embarrassed in some sense. You gotta be willing to put yourself out there so much where you can take embarrassment and keep fighting on.
Let's go, baby!
From Thursday on until the race, I had really bad GI issues, like brutal stomach bug. It was like throwing up every single 15 minutes on the whole entire night from 11 o'clock at night until like 6 o'clock in the morning. Shivers, like this typical stomach bug, just horrible. And then by that time, it's like, okay, time to take off for Waco. So we're going to Waco. Stomach is locked up the whole entire time. Trying to eat, trying to get liquids in, and just like wasn't responding well. And I was really on the bed in the hotel room the day before, like crying, hunched over to Megan, because anytime you lift it up, it was like, ugh.
The swim, run, and thank you. Good morning, everybody.
I remember, like in the beginning, like it was like just so much pressure, because like from every angle, it's like not just pressure myself. It's like I want to do good, but it's also like you paid a bunch of money for a videographer and people to be out there, and like cameras in your face, you know. And then you got like Mikey and B out there too, and it's like, okay, it's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I remember walking and just thinking, like looking at Mikey and B and being like, dude, they probably think I'm so nervous and I just don't feel anything. And it wasn't like I wasn't nervous, it was just so much pressure that like there wasn't time for nervousness.
Gun goes off. What's your next steps?
Yeah, get on someone's feet and just hold the feet.
Let's go, Cody!
Was able to get on feet for the first 500 meters. Lost it. Then was like probably in between the packs. And then by myself for a good amount of time. After I got out of the water to here, and you always feel bad getting from here to here, but my mind was like more like, this is bad. This means it's gonna be over. So I remember as I was running, you see me in the footage, and I'm like breathing, and I'm just focused because I'm just thinking like, don't walk, don't walk, don't walk.
Let's go, babe. 6 out of the water.
And then I get to transition. That's when you see, like I'm so out of it. Where like I'm putting my shoes on, I still have my swim skin on. Right? Like I'm just focusing on like stomach. I remember the first squirt of water going out of transition onto the pathway by where we swam. I remember squirting and just being, please, and then you swallow and it was just like, please, because you feel it right away. Like especially with the liquid stuff, like you feel it. Nope, that's not gonna work. I mean, I really wasn't confident the whole way. Even when I was on the bike, I'm like, my stomach hasn't turned yet, but like it's you know, it's an instant. looking, I was like, oh, there's no packs. It was like separate people throughout the whole thing. I remember then looking back and it was like, okay, there's packs coming behind me. So instead of me trying to surge up to those guys, which again, you don't know how good they are, I figured, let me just wait a little bit until this next pack comes up and let's just see who's working. So I found the guys that were pushing pretty heavy, and then exactly my coach said, just go up to them and say, do you guys want to work? Mile 50, they did drop me a little bit. They kept the pace the whole time, and I just felt like I was falling off a little bit. So then after I got off the bike, it was then like, okay, we got time. We crushed the swim, we crushed T1, and we crushed. Like, we are now ahead of the goal by like 12 minutes. We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Miami, we've been to all the hot, humid places. I would put Texas heat against anything. Like, it was piercing. It was so brutal, and like, you're in the heat and you're just like, you just can't get rid of it. It was just like melting. There's no breeze. There's just nothing. It's just like awful. First mile and 2 mile, you're just like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, right? But then it just like gets better after mile 3 and 4. It's just like, it comes in waves. So then I remember like mile 2, 3, it's that feeling just didn't come where I was like, I felt good. That's when it was like panic mode of like, I'm going to kill myself to keep moving. It was all I had. I remember just thinking like, move legs, move legs, move legs, move legs. It was just pain, 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 pain. Made the turn at mile 6, and I saw my buddy Mikey. I'm like, what place am I in? And he told me what place I'm in. At that point, I kind of just felt like this would be the worst thing ever if I lost it right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I have it now. It's in my hands. I just have to then just finish it out. Not even compete, not even go faster, not just have to hold on. The mile 6 to mile 13.1 was when I made the mistakes of like giving a 2-second lapse of just focus, I call it. And I think people say like, oh, did you stop and walk? For maybe 1 or 2 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. There was, what I'm saying the whole entire time, your body is screaming at you to stop, and your mind is screaming at you at the same time to keep going, because we didn't come this far to come this far, and the whole time you're visualizing all the sacrifice you did. There's so many times that people just don't even know about, that like are behind closed doors of just absolute brutal hard work that no one knows besides me. Sure, I had people around there that I wanted to like, you know, do a good job for, but it was my journey, right? It was what I wanted out of this whole entire thing.
Carver out of Irvine, California. Orange County in the house.
The why was big enough for me to continue, but it wasn't big enough for me to be perfect. And I think that's when I kind of beat myself up over, because it wasn't perfect. That's why I was crying so much in the run. Like, as crazy as that sounds, but like, it was because like I was watching my goal get away.
I just had nothing. I don't know. I feel like horrible, dude. That was the most painful run. His stomach was locked up, but it's like we got 41th overall. We'll see if we qualify, but it's gonna be a hope and a prayer.
I thought at podium, so I was like, okay, for sure, if I don't get world championships, at least have a podium trophy. Like, that's epic, right? And then it was like going to the hotel and saying like no podium. I was like, okay, I might leave here with just a finisher medal, which like wasn't the point of going. So I think that was like that became more stressful. And then I started getting really in my head about everything. And then at the end of the day, I thought about it. I was like, there's nothing else I could have done. Like, I gave that race everything, and it actually changed me. So it's like, what could I have done? It made me realize things about myself and like exposing reasons. Like, it made me realize, like, okay, like, I'm a dog and I can work hard, but at the same time, it exposed me so heavy that it was like, but there's still those moments you gave up. There's still those times that you took those 2 steps and walked, right? It's a bummer. You kind of rob yourself happiness because then you start to realize that the whole happiness was like chasing the journey, you know? Because I remember saying before, I jumped in the pool for the last 5 years. Before I jumped in the pool, I literally would say like world championships, world championships. I visualized it, like I wanted it so bad.
There she is.
California.
Let's go, baby! You did it!
Orange County in the house.
Carver.
Craziest experience I've ever gone through, because it was like flashed from my eyes of just like how much sacrifice. And then, dude, I was like, it was the coolest moment was like when me and Megan got in the car. We're like, holy shit, babe. Oh, it was the coolest experience ever, because it wasn't even like about me. It was like she wanted so bad too. And to get the way that we did, it was like so special. Most people don't recognize this, but why I got into the sport in the first place was because of depression. Fast forward 5 years later with just like dedication, consistency, heart, improvement, failure. You set a goal that you think is impossible, you just keep working, you keep saying these words, right? Like world champion, world champion, world champion. And all of a sudden, like, you're going to freaking Nice. It's crazy. Crazy, bro. I'm not chasing anything right now, but it's also like, dude, just let yourself enjoy this. Like, you spent 5 years and so much sacrifice and so much stuff, like, enjoy it. But it's also like the enjoyment comes from like chasing something.